Okay. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Hoping all of you are doing well. Some of you must have got your JEE main exam done, and some of you would be waiting for it in next couple of days. And whatever the situation is, I hope that you are able to feel well. You are able to uh, gather your strength and move for your next exam. Okay, and it is very important, like independent of how your JEE main has been, you have to focus on your next set of exams, because uh, these are going to be independent things. Like what you perform in JEE main, it can't be like automatically say said for the next exam. It can be VIT, it can be for BITSAT, it can be for JEE advanced. So whatever is your next target, move towards it with clarity, and that only would be helping you. So we again are back at 9 p.m. for our BITSAT Prime Time with Masterclass Space. So every day we are connecting with you so that we can discuss certain strategies, certain topics, and can make it work. So friends, today we are going to do, as you can see behind me, we have written LR strategies. So we will be doing some questions related to LR strategies. And the topic which we have chosen today, it is, my friends, this topic is chart logic. Okay. So, very, very good topic. Uh, a topic which can, if you master it well, it gives you a chance to score some good marks, and it, of course, save some precious time. So idea behind learning the tricks of logical reasoning, doing English well, is that you secure good marks, as well as you save that time to put in different questions, like other questions, PCM questions, which might be very time taking. So that is the aim. Okay. So we will be doing chart logic today. It is again a part of verbal reasoning. So next time we will take one topic from non-verbal reasoning also. But today we are doing this. So that is the idea, friends. So let's start with first question. So the first question is about, you can see, you have been given one box with certain set of numbers, other box is also there, and you have to fill in the like question mark. So you have to see. So you would definitely want to like try various methods. So of course, this center number, it doesn't seem a very big number, frankly. Okay. So of course, in such case, it would give you a hint that it is, if it is not a very big number, it must be a number which is a difference of something. Now, what it can be a difference of? So it can be a difference of, say, so if I take these two numbers, okay, and these two numbers, and then subtract them, maybe it can work. Let's try to see. So if I add the top two numbers, it become 144. And if I add the bottom two number, it becomes 50. We are left with something like 94, which is like we can't essentially get at 38. Okay. It again gives a hint that the difference is much, much smaller. Okay. So maybe why don't we try, say, why don't we try adding number which is small? So suppose I add these two, and then I add these two, and then subtract from each other. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'll add these two, which is 116, and then I add these two, which makes it, my friends, how much? 78, and it gives you, yeah, 38. Perfect. It gives you this number. But more importantly, you see how we try to reach that number. That is the key. Okay. First, I tried to add the top two numbers, then added the bottom two numbers, tried to subtract them, but it did not work. Then I thought that why not we go ahead with adding such numbers so that the difference can be reached. Okay. That was the idea. So what essentially we have done, friends? We have added these opposite numbers, added these opposite numbers, and then subtracted them. So let's add them. So when you add 184 and 48, you will get something like 13 to 32. And if you subtract the addition of those other two numbers, friends, you are going to get, you can see we have 56, which makes it 60 and 90. Okay. So what are you seeing? 142, which is your option B. Okay. So this is the logic with which you have done this question. I hope you have understood the logic. So I did not just tell you, okay, subtract the diagonal, add the diagonal ones, then subtract from each other. No. I tried to show you what might be going in our mind when we are trying to solve this question and then take it forward accordingly. And that is the approach we are using in our logical reasoning English crash course also. Okay. Idea is we want to solve questions with you in real time. We want to show you that, okay, what all kind of questions might come to your mind when you are thinking of a possible solution and how to work it around. Fine. Okay, good. So let's move to next question. You can always pause the video and then like decide to attempt the question by yourself and then match with the answer. Okay. Yeah. So this question, if we see friends, 2, 3, 4, 5, life seemed good. In fact, it is this much good that had it been 6, 7, it would have formed perfect. But suddenly after 7, again we see 9. So there is some problem. In fact, if you see friends, this half, okay, and this half, they too look like different kind of series. So this half is a series where simple 2, 3, 4, 5, and this half is another series 5, 7, 9, and 11. Okay. So of course it can come to your mind that okay, how we could reach it, because we could see a pattern. If you saw some other pattern, it might always happen that you would like to try that pattern first, and it is totally fine. It is totally fine. Many times you will be stuck in the way in which you can't get to the answer right away. But yes, that is the aim, that you practice maximum question. You develop an intuitive feeling to like get to the right logic. Okay. So this was relatively simpler as compared to the previous one, but yeah, some question would be like that. And the answer we will be getting again is Bombay. Let's go to this question, friends. What we are seeing here is, so there are two ways to see this thing. One is, of course, you can see that, okay, first row, second row, and third row. Okay. Some others can see it as, say, first column, second column, third column. Okay. So idea is first you try to see how you can reach the given thing. Okay. So suppose if you see the numbers are very nice numbers actually. Why I'm saying they are nice numbers? Because if you look at most of the numbers, like all these numbers, they seem to be perfect squares. Okay. And these two do not seem to be perfect squares. So that gives you some hint that maybe relation is like in the column. So if you see, we have 25 as 5 square, we have 144 as 12 square. So we have 5 and 12 in one column. If we add them, we get 17. If we multiply them, we get 60, but we do not get 30. But if we multiply them and then divide by 2, then we get 30. Okay. So what is happening, friends? We are finding numbers, then multiplying, and then dividing by 2. Let's see if that logic works in the other question also or not. That is the main thing which we have to see. Okay, because if it does not work, then yeah, we would have to see what can be done. Okay, so let's see. So this is 7 square, this is 14 square. So 7 into 14 divided by 2, making it 49. So life is good. Okay. So I think we have found a pattern. This is 9 square. This is 16 square. And 9 into 16 divided by 2. So 9, 8, 72. Okay. So you see. So the first thing was, again, we could have gone by row also, but eventually we have to see that is it working fine or not. We tried to see the rows, but it doesn't make sense. In fact, we saw that okay, first two rows are perfect square, so that gave us hint that maybe the relation is not row wise, it is column wise. Fine. So that was the thing. Let's do our last question for the day, friends. This is the last question, not the easiest one, but at the same time not the most difficult one. 374 versus 327 and 9. I think life is easy here. 3 into 9 makes 27. Can we follow the same? 7 into 3 makes 21. 4 into 7 makes what? 28. We have one option with 28. Let's see what about the alphabet. C, D, E. Okay. I, J, K, L, M. So I, K, M. So K is in the middle of I and M. D is in the middle of, if you see, C, D, E. D is in the middle of, say, C and E. And like that, what is the last thing? D, E, F, I, D, E, F, G, H, I. Wow. J. Okay. So what are we seeing, friends, here? So yes, basically you have to see which number is in middle. Sorry, which alphabet is in middle. So G is in middle. So that verifies our thing. A very rare occasion when all the four answers are B. But yeah, sometimes it can be like this. So with this, we come to conclusion of today's session. But important thing to understand is that BITSAT Prime Time we are doing every day 9 p.m. so that you can at times get to know very relevant things about BITSAT, about BITS Pilani, so that you can do certain questions with us, learn some concepts with us. You can have some idea about like what would be the best strategies to target for the exam and everything. Okay, so hoping you are liking this series and keep on joining us, keep sharing our channel, our videos with your friends who are preparing for this exam. And yeah, we wish you all the very best for your JEE main exam and all your further exams. So that's it for